We have a standard way of keeping score. We track money in the bank, the titles on our resumes, and the status we project. Every new acquisition goes straight into the win column. Yet, a strange contradiction exists among those with the highest scores. Behind all the visible success, you will often find chronic exhaustion, fraying relationships, and a quiet sense of emptiness. The math fails because our accounting is incomplete. We calculate everything we earn, but we ignore the price we pay to acquire it. To find our actual worth, we have to look past the timeline of our achievements and deeply examine our internal financial report. True bankruptcy happens when we miscalculate the cost of our ambitions. A person can be solvent on paper while running a massive internal deficit. This internal ledger maps your actual wealth. Core assets like health, time, relationships, and peace sustain your life. Liabilities are internal debts, traumas, ego, and needing validation, pulling down your balance. Stripping these away leaves your true equity, your integrity when no one is watching. Ignoring these internal liabilities is like carrying a high-interest loan. They silently compound, day after day, eroding your baseline quality of life while you're busy looking elsewhere. While the balance sheet shows what you have, your profit and loss statement tracks how you live. It measures the dynamic flow of your daily choices. Every single decision you make is a transaction. Pursuing a highly visible goal always requires a simultaneous, invisible payment. This chart shows the trade-off between ambition and personal cost. You work 60-hour weeks, driving the career bar up, but trading away family time sends the time bar negative. Subtracting these invisible costs changes the math. Sacrificing health for victory is a stark net loss. A life built on these disguised losses might look like a success story to the public, but for the person living it, the result is a persistent internal drain. In business, we perform an audit to stop the bleeding. Life requires the same pause. To correct the ledger, we have to stop the noise and look at the numbers honestly. This requires specific, difficult questions. Are the goals you're chasing adding value to your life, or are they actively draining your peace? When you audit your time, you realize that the most valuable investments are often invisible. Sleeping without guilt or maintaining a quiet mind doesn't show up on a resume, but they provide the highest daily returns. This clarity allows you to choose differently. You can stop chasing external validation and start prioritizing a sustainable sense of calm. Eventually, the ledger is finalized. At the end of life, we submit a report that is permanently closed and can no longer be edited. Consider what you are chasing today. Are you spending your limited time on metrics that are never enough, or are you accumulating meaning? A well-lived life is defined by equilibrium. It isn't about who accumulated the most, but who achieved the most precise balance between what was gained and what was sacrificed. This balance requires knowing which profits aren't worth the fight and which losses are necessary to protect who you actually are.